9.5% change in price causes 22% change in quantity demanded. So this change is elastic, which means more, right? More elastic. So if the answer is above 1, or if you interpret like this, so this 2.32 is called elastic demand. Now the question is, how we know that this is going to be affecting our business, or how we interpret this. So let me just remove that one. So you see there is a minus here, but here there is no minus, right? Because this minus shows the relationship, because we are talking about elasticity of demand. So this shows the relationship. If you omit that one, so that's fine. So how we are going to eliminate, interpret this 2.32? So it means if you change price 1%, if you increase the price, your quantity will be decreased by 2.32%. Or vice versa. If you decrease your price by 1%, your quantity demanded will be increased by 2.32%. Right? So this is how it put meaningful information, or this is the quantitative perspective of the market force of demand and supply. Understand? Any question? Okay, let's move forward then. Answer this question. If the price elasticity of demand for a good is 1.65, then a 3% decrease in the price would result. Remember, we should remember that law of demand must hold. So if the price elasticity of demand is 1.65, then a 3% decrease in price. So if price is going to be decreased, then automatically, or of course, the quantity would be increased, right? Now, what is the answer here? So we know the elasticity of demand is equal to percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So can you solve this equation? So elasticity, we have 1.65. So percentage change in quantity demanded is still unknown. We know that how much decrease in price it is. So can you find out the answer here? If you rearrange the formula, answer would be 1.65 multiplied by 3%. Answer would be C, right? C. It's just mathematical number, that's it. So there are a variety of demand curves. We know that demand curve is downward sloping. So this can also be the demand curve. This can also be the demand curve, right? So by looking at the graph, how we can find out that this demand is inelastic or this demand is elastic, right? So clue is that we know that inelastic mean if the demand does not show response strongly to the price, answer would be less than 1. If the elasticity answer is less than 1.1, 0.66 or 0.99, still less than 1, all these elasticities are called inelastic. If price elasticity demand answer is greater than 1, 2.8, 1.1, 9 or 10, we call that this elasticity is elastic, right? So here we go. We can also find out that whether this demand is elastic or inelastic. You see, if we change price from 5 to 4 or 4 to 5, you see a change of 50. So if you want to find out that whether this response of $1 increase or decrease causes a 50 units of quantity to increase or decrease is elastic or inelastic, we calculate a percentage change. So if we find out the percentage change here, so our percentage change answer is 3 or -3. It is above, the absolute value is above 1. So remember, we should find out the absolute value. If the absolute value is above 1, then we can say that demand is elastic, right? If you have any question, please you can ask, okay? So here we go. Inelastic demand, which means less than 1. This shape looks like this, which means shape looks like this, right? And elastic demand shape looks like this. It means more elastic means the curve is more towards x-axis. See, it's becoming more flat. Inelastic mean that is more towards y-axis or vertical, horizontal or vertical. From there, we can find out the perfect inelastic or perfect inelastic one. So here we go. So you see, if the curve is more towards the horizontal, it is answer would be greater than 1. If you want to find out, you can easily find out. $1 change causes 67% change in quantity demanded, right? Obviously, the answer would be greater than 1. So perfectly inelastic, which means whatever is the price, quantity demanded does not respond to any change. If the price is even $1,000, doesn't change. If the price is even $100, doesn't change. So we have example in gasoline in short term, it is inelastic. Salt, diamonds, cigarettes, insulin. If we have developed different kind of substitute, then it will become more elastic. But do we have substitute for insulin? No. So whatever is the price of insulin, you have to pay that. Diamonds, similarly the salt, gasoline in short term, remember, in short term. Perfectly elastic, which means through horizontal. So in that case, if we set, even we 0.001% change in price, we would see a huge change in quantity demanded. So that is organic bread, the premium unleaded petrol as well. We call this high octane. So the graphical representation is that when perfectly inelastic, elasticity would be 0, right? What is the formula of elasticity? Percentage change in quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So inelastic mean whatever is the response in price, you don't see any change in quantity demanded. It means quantity demanded remains the same. So 0 divided by anything, elasticity would be 0. And graphically, it would be like a vertical, close to the replica of y-axis, right? If you see so there is like, even if the price is 4, 5, 6, 8, you still have 100 quantity. And now perfectly elastic. So remember the formula. quantity demanded divided by percentage change in price. So it means if we change the price, we will see huge amount of quantity demanded change, which means we don't know. Answer is infinity, right? Even if we change 0.0001 or 0.0001, the quantity demanded would be changed drastically. So everything, if we just close to zero, answer would be infinity, because this is close to zero, right? So that's why we say that here if the elasticity equals to infinity, then shape would be like a horizontal line like x-axis. So if the price, even if the price is $4.000001, nobody wants to buy this product. If the price is less than 4, even 3.9999, you don't know the quantity. Anything can be the quantity, whether it's 10,000, 1 million, or 1 billion, you don't know. So in this, so these two situations are perfect, which are rare, right? Or maybe hypothetical in theory. So perfectly inelastic or perfectly elastic. So elasticity means close to x-axis. So perfectly elastic means horizontal straight line. Perfectly inelastic mean horizontal, not horizontal, vertical straight line. Simple, right? So I give you the reasons why. Here we go. It's above than 4, so demand is definitely 0. But if less than though, we don't know the exact amount of quantity. Anything can happen. Unit elasticity, which means if 22% change in price causes exactly 22% change in quantity demanded, then we call that unit elastic, or elasticity is one. Examples: clothing, subscriptions of different kind of clubs, gymnasium, music club, right? Social clubs, it's like that. So unit elasticity demand looks like in the middle, like this, or you can say 45 angle. So you see here, if the price increased from 1 to 5, the demand decreased to 10 to 100 to